The year is 2025. The Guilty Gear Tower is filled with a variety of characters such as Don't Jump, It's My Turn Now, and of course you're dead from there, it's already been 10 seconds. One character remains unseen since the incident 2 years ago. It's no wonder nobody plays him. He's not only one of the hardest characters, but also one of the weakest. It would be nothing but suffering until you figured out the character, only to suffer just as much when you realize how bad the character is. Or so you would think. Because of this preconceived notion, you, yes you, can pick up Zato-1 today and win with knowledge checks alone. How do I know this? I'm one of a handful of players who is not only stupid enough to main Zato-1, but also talentless enough to remain outside of Celestial long enough to report back my results. So let me give you the O2 at Pools 9 to 5, just got back from work, I don't even play this game, casual Zato-1 experience in
Guilty Gear Strive.
Holy shit. The only time you see Zato is like the one rare Zato specialist you see in Celestial or in the part that just whips you, or like top level gameplay where he just gets mogged by the rest of the cast. You don't really see him in the wild. So I feel I have a fresh perspective as being one of like 5 mid-ass Zato players that haven't dropped him yet or became godlike. Alright, so what does mid-level Zato look like? Well, so one thing you'll notice, unlike most top level players, is that people don't actually know how to fight Zato. For the most part, usually, I mean, some players will adapt pretty quickly, but others, well...
Perfect.
Yeah, that's fair. He's done. He's so done. Alright, let's talk about the bad. For starters, do keep in mind this will happen every time Eddie gets hit, you get hit, you tech a throw, or you get gold bursted with Eddie out. And finally, if you exhaust the Eddie gauge, of course. At that point, which your game plan immediately swaps to stall for time, which means run away for 8 seconds, land a command grab, which will instantly refill the Eddie gauge, or use 50% of the tension meter, or tension gauge, to use a sword super, which also replenishes Eddie's gauge. So, you could burn meter, go for a command grab, or run until Eddie gets back. That's the game plan, basically. Or, you could just be him and continue your offense without Eddie because you're like that, but I'm not like that. This is both my favorite move and my least favorite move that Zato has at the same time. Now, why am I talking about it in the bad section? I mean, you're looking at the hitbox. I don't like it. I mean, it would be overpowered if it was disjointed. I mean, moves like that moves that long usually aren't disjointed. According to the GGST wiki on Dustloop, it has a lot of range for an 11 frame normal, and despite lack of disjoint, it will still beat a lot of counter pokes. Also, Zato has like no health or reversal options of any kind. He also can't convert anything meaningful without Eddie or the use of meter, as well as, even with Eddie, not being able to convert anything off of his 5p, 2p, or 6p. So that begs the question, why do you play Zato in the first place? I mean, 2's better than 1, right? More importantly, you get to do whatever with him. You get to bully your opponent in the corner. I guess you can do that with anyone, but it's more fun with Eddie because there's a lot you can do, weaving your slow ass buttons in tandem with Eddie to make this like iron, I don't know how to describe it, suffocating offense. Yeah, something like that. There's layers to this. It feels like the skill ceiling is impossible to reach with this character. There's so much you can do. I mean, every time I look at like better players than me do like the coolest shit, and I'm like, I want to do that, and then I just go back to spamming 2S into invite hell, and then doing raw oppose and losing Eddie. But I don't know. I like Eddie, Zato. I like when they work together. It's really cool. Flight's a lot of fun. 8-way air dash and 6H letting you go into flight from there, and like all these different ways you can mix up, cross up your opponent, and just being able to go on. There's a lot of freedom in Zato, in playing Zato. It's a lot of fun, and I think this is what gravitated me towards him. And it's just like I could just sit in training mode with Zato for hours and have fun, just doing all kinds of stuff, even if it's impractical stuff. It's a lot of, and it's not like you need any of that impractical stuff. Like, if I'm being honest, you only really need to learn like 1 or 2 combos with Zato, because every other, like, most meaningful buttons convert off of that, or most of the mix-ups will convert off of that. And even then, if you could just simply do like a high-low from them blocking drills, is just like jump in JS or like JSJD or JS2K, some sort of high-low like that, or just oppose command grab, like you should be okay to play Zato. He's not actually that hard, or at least he's not as hard as it seems. It will take a minute to get used to negative edge, controlling Eddie, like, or trying to think about using 2 characters at once and making sure neither of them get hit. That will take a minute, but despite that, he's a very fun character, and that's why I play him. I mean, I wouldn't be playing this game. I wouldn't be playing him for so long if he was complete and utter dog shit. I mean, he's not the best character, but like easily the most fun, 100%. And I won't let anyone don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So, how does it feel playing Zato at like lower to mid levels? It feels like you're playing the best character, like a broken, like, how do I describe it? It feels like you're playing a secret boss character that nobody knows how to deal with until someone figures out how to deal with them, or someone hits you with their own bullshit that you then got to figure out yourself how to deal with as Zato. And either you do figure it out and it's fun games, it's honest games, it's a great time, or they just don't figure it out and then they lose and they disappear and you never see them again, and they think, man, this Zato guy's bullshit, I hate fighting him, it's a good thing I never see Zato again. And it's a great time. Like, you're either steamrolling your opponent or just having good sweaty sets. I'm gonna miss this when I get to Celestial. When people know how to fight Zato, that's gonna suck. But for now, I'm gonna stick with steamrolling people that don't know that Eddie dies in a single hit, and that you can't hurt Zato when he's hiding in a pose and stuff like that. If you enjoy utilizing complex mechanics and managing meter to achieve disgusting mix and freeform stylish combos, then Happy Chaos is definitely the character for you.